Hello everybody on Bring a Trailer. It is Silver Arrow Cars and Tim and Joel coming to you to give you a walk around of this V70R that we're running today. I know this video is a little late, so apologies. So the long and the short, or the short of the long, is, and I think we've told the story a couple times now, but a client of ours, I love it, is Bonkers for Cars. He had to have it. This ran on Bring a Trailer. And sold for $16,750. We brought the car back to Canada, and once it arrived, he then fell in love with something else, and so on and so forth. So what we did do is, after taking it on trade from him, is that we improved the car from when it was last on Bring a Trailer and when he bought it. So there was quite a bit of chipping on the front end of the car, the hood, the bumper, and the fender tips. So we took it to a fairly renowned paint shop here close to us that is used to doing stuff like this, and had them touch some things up. The other thing that was, so the front end of the car, and then as well as the strips that hide the gutter on the roof, those were peeling and fairly heavily deteriorated. So we had those painted as well. So I'll just give you a walk around because I don't think that has ever existed for this car in the previous auctions, and should give you a pretty good feeling for the car. I think you've probably watched our drive video yesterday, and it gives you a great idea and a good feeling as to how the car drives and performs. So as I said, we did have the nose redone. This is dust. So new paint on the nose and the bumper. Fenders. There is a little bit of pitting in the windshield, of course. That was probably, well, it syncs up with the fact that there was some chipping on the hood. We didn't paint the roof, so there is a little bit of chipping up here. These are the roof rails that we had repainted here, up over the car. And we'll look on the side of it. The wheels are in quite good shape. The car is a ton of fun to drive. Obviously, it's quite a bit of a sleeper, and the extra boost is a blast. Kind of reminiscent of driving anything that was a turbo from early 2000s or 90s, before different manufacturers re-engineered their cars to adjust for turbo lag. Quite clean all through the crevices. The lenses all look quite good. The rear bumper is in great shape. It does have rear parking sensors. I would probably take the tint off. Rear hatch, hey. Sorry about the color of the lights. And I think I showed everyone a pretty good idea of how the interior was, but I'll walk you through that again. Again, we installed new tires, so it's new tires all the way around. Down the sides of the car, there's no there's no real heavy chipping or marks like the front end had. Obviously this was in an area where there was either gravel roads or a lot of highway traveling where you would get the stone chipping on the front, maybe from winter driving. Rotors look great. So let's go into the passenger side. Seat looks fantastic. All the console. Looks great. Dash, fantastic. There really isn't, for the amount of plastic in these 2000s cars, and just Volvos in general, there isn't a lot of rattling. It's a very solid drive. It feels very good. Again, you'll probably see that through the video we did yesterday driving it. Doors look great. All the hardware, the jams, nice and clean. Here's the back seat. Wait for the camera to adjust. That color representation I think you're seeing from the camera isn't quite correct. It's more of that saddle orangish brown. But the seats are in quite good shape. Headliner, quite nice as well. You know, some of these cars, that a lot of things were in families and everything else was packed into the back. Usually you'll see scuffing or black marks or blemishes on the headliner, but none of that. Seats work great. Door jams. I'll just take you around to the driver's side and give you a quick look, and then I'll shut it down and get this uploaded for everybody. Car looks great. Color's fantastic. I would imagine anyone that would have received this in the first auction probably would have wanted to do the bit of paint work that we did ourselves to bring it up to a level in which you can feel great about it. And you know, at first glance, no one's going to be picking your car apart or seeing the stone chips. They're just going to see nice gleaming paint. Okay, I think that just about wraps this video up. I hope this has helped, and no doubt you will see us again. Happy bidding, everybody, and as anyone that's bought from us will tell you, we will help you all along the way and get this into your garage with the least amount of headache as possible, and certainly a lot less than likely having to deal with it yourself.